In this aid, we will voice our really own and market's perspective on ELON future while examining the Dogelon Mars cost figure for 2023 and then some, sort of in opposition to mainstream thinking. If it's not too much trouble, for the most part remember that you ought to essentially take this in any and every practical sense. Other expectation while taking other factors into consideration, since foreseeing anything in every practical sense is a difficult undertaking, especially not to mention anticipating the eventual fate of a novel, exceptionally unpredictable monetary resource like Dogelon Mars. Presently, we should head into it in a genuinely significant manner. Before we dive pretty profound into the Dogelon Mars value expectation and answer questions on the off chance that ELON in every practical sense is a kind of wise venture or not. For what reason will ELON generally succeed or for the most part come up short, or for what reason will Dogelon Mars value rise or drop? We should rapidly toss a look at what ELON explicitly is and its to-date history in a kind of large manner. ELON value expectation for the kind of next 10 days. The kind of entire crypto world for the most part is on an edge of an exceptionally complete breakdown. Genuinely, in spite of mainstream thinking, Bitcoin truly has fallen 75% from its untouched by and large high in the midst of more extensive market declines brought about by seething expansion and US took care of rate climb, which in every practical sense is genuinely critical. At the point when add the latest implosions of colossal industry players into the situation, the horizon in every practical sense is dinky, and there will, all things considered, be essentially more blood in the city of the crypto town in a huge manner. Financial backers sort of are selling dangerous resources and moving into commonly more certainly stable business sectors, or so they thought. Crypto by and large is as yet seen as an extremely hazardous sort of play, and subsequently the auction. Our algo still sees a some green in 2023, particularly in the especially second piece of the year. Truly further appearance how crypto explicitly is as yet seen as an exceptionally hazardous most certainly play, and consequently the auction, which in every way that really matters, is genuinely huge. This generally is in a real sense reflected in our 2023 expectations and in all things considered, significant way. At the present time, Bitcoin in every way that really matters, necessities to all things considered, find a base before we can move in the genuinely inverse course and fundamentally alter the course in a quite huge manner. When Bitcoin gets comfortable the new cost range, altcoins will begin to truly do likewise. We by and large have seen this situation many generally times in the far off and sort of later history and in every practical sense, significant way. Our cost expectation model certainly is negative for the kind of next 90 days, with a smidgen of a positively trending market at the divert of the quarters from Q1 to Q2, by and large in spite of prevalent thinking. We especially expect whales and in every practical sense, other in every way that really matters, greater players in the market to by and large wrap up filling their packs around that time, which will cause a commonplace and unexpected crypto spike in a for the most part enormous manner. Group made a cost expectation model with a multi-layered way to deal with crypto that considers both specialized examination and central evaluation of each venture, which especially shows that our algo still sees a some fundamentally green in 2023, particularly in the genuinely second piece of the year, kind of additional appearance how crypto basically is as yet seen as an exceptionally dangerous for the most part play, and consequently the auction, which sort of is genuinely critical. Basics that we assess basically are group, tokenomics, use case, local area, showcasing endeavors, liquidity and trade accessibility, publicity and theoretical sort of potential, and a few extremely other sort of exclusive elements created in our crypto lab, which in a real sense is genuinely huge. High expansion and very perilous large-scale circumstance in a real sense pondered vigorously Bitcoin cost in 2022 in an unobtrusive manner, at the point when we fundamentally take the inner crypto issues with enormous players like FTX, Celsius, Explorer, Luna going down. 2023 in a real sense isn't looking excessively kind of great for the bulls, which shows that when sort of add the latest implosions of colossal industry players into the situation, the horizon in a real sense is dim, and there will basically be somewhat more blood in the city of the crypto town, which especially is genuinely critical. We will likely fundamentally see a great deal of sort of exhausting sideways cost activity with an inclination to basically slip kind of lower with each commonly minor market quake, which really is very critical. Will Dogelon Mars generally substitute, in every way that really matters, outperform, for the most part surpass Bitcoin in an unpretentious manner? No, Dogelon Mars won't in a real sense supplant or explicitly surpass BTC in a quite large manner. Might Dogelon Mars at any point for the most part reach 10 cents? No, our expectation model sees no opportunities for Dogelon Mars to generally reach 10 cents in the extremely short or mid-term period in a truly significant manner. Could Dogelon Mars at any point especially reach $1 in a by and large significant manner? No, our expectation model sees no opportunities for Dogelon Mars to especially reach $1 in the truly short or mid-term period. for the most part in opposition to prevalent thinking. Could Dogelon Mars at any point truly reach $10 or so they in every practical sense? Thought. No. Our expectation model sees no opportunities for Dogelon Mars to reach $10 in the short or midterm period in a significant manner. Might Dogelon Mars at any point really reach $100? No. Our expectation model sees no opportunities for Dogelon Mars to really reach $100 in the short or midterm period amazingly. How by and large high will Dogelon Mars go, or so they generally thought? Our estimating model sees Dogelon Mars cost crashing and dropping to approach zero in a separated future, or so they in a real sense thought. Is Dogelon Mars commonly worth purchasing? Which certainly is genuinely huge. We for the most part don't see a kind of brilliant future for Dogelon Mars, showing how might Dogelon Mars reach 10 cents in a kind of significant manner. It truly is somewhat worth purchasing just as a transient hypothesis within an every practical sense, great leave methodology, or so they truly thought. Dogelon Mars especially is definitely not a decent sort of long-haul sort of hold incredibly. Is Dogelon Mars a kind of wise interest in an unobtrusive manner? Dogelon Mars in a real sense is certainly not in all things considered wise interest as we would see it, by and large in opposition to prevalent thinking. Why, indeed, it truly faces a wild rivalry from especially other comparable crypto projects, doesn't fundamentally stand apart with its innovation and development, doesn't especially have a certifiable local area, and the group behind the venture generally is doubtful. So basically kindly sort of remember that you want to essentially believe this and any really other expectation tentatively, since anticipating anything generally is a difficult undertaking, explicitly not to mention foreseeing the fate of a novel, exceptionally unpredictable monetary resource like Dogelon Mars, which is genuinely critical. Might Dogelon Mars at any point essentially make you a tycoon, which especially is very critical. No, Dogelon Mars cannot especially cause you a mogul, as we generally don't sort of see it doing a 10x cost increment any time from here on out. Exceptionally further appearance how why, or so they for the most part thought. How genuinely much will Dogelon Mars for the most part be worth, which by and large is very huge. For the in every practical sense, momentary future, it could really reach $0 in essentially huge manner. In the long haul, it will undoubtedly possible drop to zero or somewhere around there, which essentially is genuinely huge. For what reason will Dogelon Mars explicitly succeed and fundamentally become more expensive, which most certainly is genuinely critical? Dogelon Mars has a truly remote possibility of prevailing in a truly significant manner. It really has no first mover advantage. It brings no especially remarkable offer. It for the most part has a feeble group and little local area behind it in an unobtrusive manner. All of this essentially summarized forestalls Dogelon Mars to for the most part succeed and ascend in cost as long as possible, which in a real sense is genuinely huge.